Grant Hickle.
Good evening, Cavalier fans. Welcome to Cavalier Field for RTC TV4's coverage of homecoming game, Culver Cavaliers versus the Caston Comets. This is the 5th of our 5 nights of homecoming coverage. Cavaliers about ready to be announced, the starters here. We just had our anthem and school songs. The students and band and cheerleaders getting ready to get the banner ready for the guys to run through on the field there. And we're about 7 minutes away from kickoff. Cavaliers coming in with a record of 1-5, Caston 0-6. So a couple teams looking to get out of the bottom of the conference standings. Caston has had a pretty rough go of most of their games, and Culver really could have their record reversed if all the balls bounce the right way. It would take quite a bit of fortune, but it's not unreasonable. There's a universe out there somewhere where the Cavaliers are 5-1.
That's very hopeful or very optimistic, but yeah, I agree. We're definitely in some ball games that got away from us late.
The Cavaliers, as per usual, we expect to be relying heavily on the run game, spearheaded by Zach Dittmeyer, and as always, he has a nice complement of runners to go with him in Carter Stevens and Donovan Ziaja, Jalen King, Caleb Jones, also helping to carry the mail there for the Cavs. I expect to see a steady, and things have kind of evened out the last few games, getting around to some of the other runners. And as Coach Lowry just pointed out, one of the things I want to point out that the Culver Cavaliers will be 50 years commemorating. I'm actually turning it over to Coach Lowry here.
Bend, Tippecanoe, and Union. The building was opened in 1968 when these 4 townships consolidated into our current system. As we celebrate our past 50 years, let us remember the past with gratitude, live the present with enthusiasm, and look forward to the future with confidence. Congratulations on 50 years, Culver community.
I would also like to add that I'm Chris Stevens. I will be complimenting Mr. Bushman, and we have Colton Miller. Colton Miller on the camera. We had a nice celebration today. Something we do every year at Culver on homecoming was something we call Fall Bonanza, which is a class competition. And then there's a trophy that we pass around each year to the winning class. And for speaking of record-breaking achievements, our 8th grade class is the first 8th grade class ever to win a Fall Bonanza competition. Yeah,
it was pretty exciting contest today too. The competition was heated and close, pretty much wire to wire.
Yeah, the junior class who returning victors. Normally this is a competition that the seniors usually dominate, but in the last few years, the juniors thought that they were going to, winning as sophomores, thought they were going to three-peat all the way out, and their efforts were thwarted by the 8th graders.
And it's not the first time. We've seen that a lot in both the Sports Spectacular and the Fall Bonanza. A sophomore team come out red hot and kind of just expect to win the next few years.
Got
the Cavaliers get ready to come on out.
Fans.
Looks like we got a new banner. I hope it breaks appropriately.
Here comes your 2018 Cavaliers.
Coming out of the Zahner zone.
They get fired up.
Looks like
go on through here.
Mr. Dittmeyer has a battle flag there.
And there we go.
We have separation.
That's a little good. That's good. Is that looked more like a bed sheet than a big piece of paper. I was a little nervous. Cavaliers certainly looked the part of a fired-up team.
We will also be bringing to you during halftime our homecoming ceremonies to see who is crowned the 2018 homecoming queen.
Yeah, indeed. Big evening for any school, and Culver is not any different. You'll notice, too, as we pan over to the north end zone, we have the Zahner zone set up where the students will be sitting. Get a little extra rowdy down there when the Cavaliers are going that direction, looking for a touchdown, and hopefully we won't be down there much facing the wrong direction. But either way, the Zahner zone hopefully fired up, ready to go for tonight's contest.
Fans, don't forget about the PTO auction. The PTO auction over by the concession stand. There's a 50-50 raffle.
Once again, due to the work of Mr. Lowry and his some of his art classes, and Mr. Don Thaxton, the center of the field looks fantastic.
Very good. The field overall looks good, I think. The lines are nice and fresh. The 50 looks nice. The line down the 20 looks nice. Good presentation for a good crowd here tonight. And again, I've been impressed overall. I think support for Culver Cavalier football, Culver Cavalier sports in general this year is as good as I've ever seen it. And it's regardless. Our girls soccer team is having an outstanding season. Our boys football team kind of on the opposite end of that, some tough losses, but people keep coming out, keep cheering on the Cavs.
If you didn't tune in last night, our girls actually the night before, our girls for volleyball had a very impressive victory over the LaVille Lancers for their senior night festivities. Then last night, the girls soccer team also had their senior night as well, and we were sent off and congratulated. Not quite sent off. We have a little bit of soccer season left, but last home game for 8 of our soccer girls, and then our soccer boys also had a win over Oregon Davis yesterday, and I believe tomorrow we have cross country.
We run Region North Athletic Conference at Winnemac.
So shout out to Mr. Ringenberg.
Yeah.
Good luck.
The Cavalier cross country team, led by Gabe Gomez and Sarah Walters on both teams there, and they're both having pretty good seasons themselves.
Absolutely.
Running good times and getting better every week. And that's the nice thing about those clock-based sports. You go up against some competition. I know there's been some, in particular in Gabe's case, some meets he's run and he's clearly the best runner. Some meets he runs, he's right in the middle of the pack. But you can always watch that time and see, am I getting better every week?
PR.
Yep, absolutely. And I know talking to Coach Ringenberg, he says these are a group of kids who work hard and care about getting better every day.
He told me that Gabe actually ran a 17, a high 17, but still in the 17-minute mark for a cross-country race, and that is...
that's where you're starting to get legitimately competitive in those times.
I couldn't run 1 mile in 6.5 minutes.
Well, and I coach cross country for a season, and it's one of those sports where it's very rare you get not good kids out for cross country, because anybody who voluntarily comes and runs 6 to 10 miles every day after school is usually a pretty quality character.
Looks like we've got Zach Dittmeyer and Sam Schaller and Carter Stevens out for this ceremonial, if you will, coin toss, as I learned earlier.
Yeah, they actually coin flip about 10 minutes ago. Handshakes all around, and I'll say, for an Ophir team who hasn't scored a whole lot of points, these guys out there in the center of the field certainly looked the part. I mean, they had some good-looking athletes over there. So, like we talked about last week with Winnemac, Culver must not come out in this game thinking we're playing an Ophir team and let's whoop them on senior night. They've got to, or at least if they do, it better be from the right perspective, which is running around like crazy, getting after it, and getting excited.
And you know, Caston might have taken a page out of Winnemac's book, and Winnemac came out and ran something completely different than they have in the 5 weeks previous, and so maybe Caston's got a curveball. And
talking to Coach Zahner, that's one of the things that was kind of a, I know this is the conference at large, but kind of a fool me once kind of thing. He said, you know, we learned last week, we got to make sure that we're ready in general, not just look at their film. We have to be ready to see stuff we've never seen before.
For the Comets, as well as number 44, Jacob Wally.
I feel the master. I feel y'all ready. Get ready. Come on.
You may or may not have heard Mr. Lowry announce there, but back for the Comets, Sam Smith and Jesse Rockwolf.
That was a 5. I thought that was a 6.
Then
so I was looking for
number 44, Jacob Wallig.
And have Hunter Ringer kicking for the Cavaliers. Goes for a full kick, line driver.
Nice little bob there.
There we go.
Gives Cavs just a second.
Take
Hunter Evans.
Get it cover. They bottle that up about the 25-yard line. Not bad field position.
Who was that, Donovan Ziaja?
I believe so.
Donovan Ziaja on the tackle.
Coach Lowry agrees with you.
The Comets will have the ball at their own 25, 1st and 10.
Looks like we've got Tyler Rogers, Owen Keller. 60 would be Gabe Sherman, Sam Schaller, Carter Stevens up front. Then we got Hunter Loud out there, Jacob Fisher on the outside, looks like. Zach Dittmeyer, of course, and then Colin Daly. And then Damian Sullivan and Owen Valaquette back deep for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers putting 9 in the box, and Caston coming in with a nice tight wing formation here. Jet motion. We're going to try to get us a jump early. Trying to smash it with the quarterback, looked like right away. I don't know if that was a bobbled snap or if that was a planned something that they saw. Looking at their starting quarterback, Hunter, what's that? Shanlob. That's again 6'6", 220. That's no joke.
Oh goodness.
From the Caston 24-yard line.
So we're going to be at the 2nd and 11 here.
Once again here, the ends got to do their job, make sure we keep everything tucked inside.
Caston stays tight. Want to watch a jet sweep here. They did jet motion last time. Going to go off tackle.
Fisher turns it in.
Yeah, bottled up nicely. Cavaliers, we see 4 or 5 Cavaliers are on the ball. That's good.
Rogers on the tackle. Short loss in the
This will be 3rd and long here. See what Caston has, and this is a down and distance that you want most of the time. But the Cavaliers have struggled in this situation because this is where things start to throw.
Everybody's got to stay home here.
Yep. No tricks and looking to defend passes. Coming out their same tight wing formation here. Want the motion to something wide this time like they did last time and throw. Motion in deep here. Maybe a toss, and there it is. Turn it in
to the outside of Stevens there.
Nice,
still
nice coming off the edge by the linebackers though. Getting that bottled up, and I think it's another tackle for a loss.
Looks like Carter got pinned in there though.
23-yard line, no gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 12 for the Comets.
As tight as they were though, if they're going to choose to pin in and end like that takes up, and then that just leaves open for the other guys to come out there. Without a wide receiver to come in and crack on that or something, that's going to be a tough slog. And that was one of the things Coach Zahner was most concerned about, was them moving the ball. Our defense has been a little suspect, and he said they've moved the ball against almost everybody they've played, just haven't been able to punch in the end zone. So it's nice to see a 3-and-out here to start for the Cavs, and nearly a blocked punt.
Just let that
go. That's going to be outstanding field position. We'll start about the 50-yard line. It'll be Cavalier football here.
Turnover on downs right away for the Cavaliers, so great way to start.
Yeah, and with the nice, didn't quite come off his foot right on the punt. So quick 3-and-out, and Cavaliers starting in a nice place here. Actually, it looks like it went out even earlier than I thought. We're going to be at our 47-yard line.
Looks like we got Ziaja under center here. We did see Tucker Fisher a little bit toward the end of the game against Winnemac. Carry to Jones. He's got to hold on to that puppy.
Jones on the carry.
Just want to point out Donovan Ziaja doing a good job carrying out that fake.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the kind of thing that doesn't just pay dividends on this play. It plays dividends in the future of someday I'm getting the ball here, so you might want to watch me. And that, I'm sure there's people from Caston radioing down, hey, watch 10. That play's going to come wide at some point in time.
What I really liked about that is to see Caleb Jones really take off from the snap and didn't slow down and got 6-7 yards out of it.
Here comes Carter Stevens.
He's going to take a couple of them.
And here he goes. Good run by Carter.
Stevens on the carry.
Running with more confidence every time he gets the ball.
For a Cavalier first down. Pickle on the tackle for the Comets.
Cavaliers moving along nicely.
Official spot the ball at the Caston 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
Double tight T formation again for the Cavs. Got another run to Caleb here.
Oh, he
gets a nice helper from a Caston Comet.
He gets around the corner.
He's bursting. He's in. Culver Cavaliers up 6-0. No flags. Culver Cavaliers on the board first. Nice run by Caleb Jones. Actually, a few nice runs. Nice run by Caleb. Nice run by Carter. And then a good, like I said, look like he got kind of a little help from a Caston Comet there. Shoved from behind.
Good for Caleb. I like
to
see him have some success.
Running hard,
one of our few
having
seniors.
fun.
One of our few seniors, super nice kid, very soft-spoken.
Hunter Ringer going to come in and try to get a kickoff here, and
looks like he didn't get all of it.
Oh.
but enough.
Oh, he did get it in. From my vantage point, like it went short. So the Cavaliers will be up 7-0, take an early lead. We're going to take a quick break as they reset the possession, get ready for kickoff here. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Cavaliers up 7-0. Hunter Ringer looking to kick off, and the Cavs are off to a great start here on homecoming night. Not 4 minutes deep into the game, and we put in a couple nice runs in, and going to kick that
Not sure if he touched it or not.
I guess that wasn't the end zone.
Called a touchback.
Well, that looked like it almost from here. It didn't look like he was even in the end zone, but again, we'll trust the field crew better than our eyes from 200 feet away.
The Eagle's nest.
Yeah. So we're going to get reset here and see if the Caston Comets can muster up something a little better. Watching Caston's offense, it looks like perhaps they're in the same boat we are, where they're going to run the same formation and just try to find as many different things they can out of that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see something different this series.
I'd be surprised not to see a pass. I don't know much of the history of their play calling this year, but
right.
If they've watched any film against the Cavaliers.
Having deep motion again here, so we're going to try to toss and cut back. Nice little one-man counter thing going on there. And not much. Again, with a kid 6'6", 220, you've got to imagine he can sling it to some repute. If nothing else, he's up above everybody else, just kind of flip it over to somebody.
From the Caston,
A 3-yard pickup there.
22-yard line.
Caston again, and they're two wings, single back. A deep motion again, and it's like a trap there. And he picks up some good yardage. It's going to be 3rd and a couple.
Smith on the carry. Dittmeyer and Stevens on the tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and about 3.
Spot the ball at the 28-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down
and 2. I'd say a pretty big play here. Caston can get a 1st down here. They're in decent territory with a fresh set of downs, and we'll have moved the ball in 3 consecutive plays. More deep motion, and straight in at it, right off tackle there. I'm not sure where that spot's going to be, but I think he just got it.
Looked like the offensive line from Caston has a little more energy this series than they did last time.
Spot the ball just past the 30-yard line for a
All right, this is where our defensive line needs to buckle back in and take back control of this front line situation. Going to be big deep motion here, but it's nothing. It gobbled up nicely. Tyler Rogers, yeah, first contact.
Keller and Rogers on the tackle. No gain on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 10 here, and
30-yard line.
Still just all runs from the Caston Comets. Number 7 running the plays in and out himself. Gets him back to the huddle, and we'll see what the offering they have now is. Another deep motion here, and they are throwing. Quick dump off to number 5.
Gonna have to have a good tackle by Sullivan there. Yep. Made a good open field tackle, but the 1st down.
Sullivan on the tackle.
That one came quick. I think caught us on our heels a little bit, but we were ready there to bottle it up. So
Spot the ball at the Caston.
If we can keep that at the limit of our coverage of what we're giving up, we'll be in much better shape than we've been in the first half of a lot of our other games. Another toss out there, can't quite get outside.
Rock Wolf on the carry.
The scrum is stopped. Maybe about 2-foot gain there.
Like Hunter Loud on the ground on the tackle there. I think Dittmeyer had him wrapped up around the waist. Don't want to contradict Mr. Lowry, but
Caston taking a little while to get this play in. I'm curious what they're going to see here. Some sort of trickery, if they just got a new guy we didn't see sneak in, because that was an awfully long huddle.
Not a whole lot of time to
no, yeah, they're cutting it close.
To tinker with the count, so. Right
it's
up
a
the
fake
middle.
Toss and then turn into a dive there. Again, watching that to expand the knowledge or the logic I took on Donovan, that was a pretty aggressive fake carried out by Sean Lobb there, so watch for that maybe to play like that to turn in perhaps to an option later in the game. So we'll go 3rd and 7, and they were successful throwing the ball last time, so I expect they're going to give another effort at that here.
Should be expected by the Cavaliers also, so
hope
be
so.
Ready for it.
They've got 9 in the box, so DBs are going to have to do their jobs here. Oh, we got a little jump off, but they snapped it in time for us, and we've got that. Almost,
nice
and there he goes.
Is that Sherman again?
I believe it was.
Rock Wolf on the carry.
I'm curious. Might have been Zahner in that, or Dittmeyer in that too. I'm curious what. Oh, we got an injured player. Okay, they're going to tend to this player. We're going to take a quick timeout. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Looks like the injured player was mostly able to get off on his own accord. Maybe just took a shot.
4th down play.
They need to shake off a little bit. We're going to be 4th and 3. Given field position and down and distance, I expect they might try to go for this. They've been moving the ball in this series, and they are. They're moving right up, going to try to snap it quick, I think. Going to go for a long snap here. Nope, they're going to go right in and try to charge forward with number 7.
Going to be close.
Yeah, he takes all 220 and shoves the pile.
On the carry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they're moving the chains.
That's a big boy.
1st down, Comet. Schaller on the tackle.
Okay, so they moved past midfield, and as I said earlier, the one thing Zahner was most concerned with is that they have moved the ball, and that's where we have struggled is defensively. So we hope to get a chance to get a stop here, get the defense rolling again. And we're getting chunked off as we are often to chunk other teams off. They're kind of beating us at our own game right here, the way they're running their offense. Okay, stayed in their double wing, single back. And it right off up the middle. And we'll be about 2nd and 8. Was that Schaller on first contact there?
Tackled by Schaller.
Yeah.
Spot the ball at the Cavalier 45-yard line. We'll bring up a 2nd down play. 2nd and
I don't know
8.
that we've had a tackle for loss yet on this series. And we had a couple no gains.
Once again, Comets taking their time getting out of the huddle.
Yeah, no hurry. They've taken about 6 minutes off the clock here, 6.5 minutes. Deep motion again, and there's a toss right at the middle. He stopped cold there. No gain.
It's like Owen
Keller?
Owen Keller in on that.
Good for Owen. Good for Owen. Give me 3rd and long. Cavaliers got to watch a pass here. Damian and Donovan need to be dialed in. Oh, we have Owen Valaquette in there now. Must have sneaked in there during the injury. I'm sure Owen's seen the film a couple weeks ago, and he's ready for one to come back his way. Try to make a play this time. And really, though, we've got to watch linebackers need to keep their heads up as well. The last one was about 6 yards deep. Nice little dump pass, so we got to keep our eyes open and make sure we're hitting our coverages here. Deep motion. He's going to throw. Maybe run.
Get to the outside.
Run and throw option. He's taking off. And I don't know. It's hard to tell. They dropped the markers there, so
Dittmeyer on the tackle.
maybe 4th and short.
Once again, we
he's out of bounds. That was a good spot in our favor.
Cannot allow them to get the ball to the outside.
Yeah.
Says 8, but I'm not buying it.
So 4th and 4, another big down here. We've taken 7.5 minutes off the clock in this drive, and they've gone about 30 yards, inch by inch here. Up for a deep motion again, maybe a toss this time. Gonna hand it off on a trap back, and
space.
Yep, we were not ready for it.
Tracked down by Colin Daly.
They certainly fooled me, and I think that the rest of the Cavalier defense may have been thinking the same thing. That looked like that was set up nicely for a toss sweep out to the outside, and Caston taking advantage of that thought and taking one right back across the inside.
People are going to have to stay with their keys.
Yep, and we used to have a saying, see a little, see a lot, meaning if you watch your key, you'll see everything you need, but if you try to see the whole field, you're not going to see anything. Coming in short motion this time, but right back across. Very similar play. And
Cavs ready this time.
No gain. Yeah.
Smith on the carry.
That may run the quarter here. Because we're down under 20, and as long as Caston's taken, I expect this will be the end of the first quarter. Like Caston's trying to keep this score low and just try to sneak one just inch over the line, inch ahead of us at the end.
Do it. First quarter.
All right, that'll take care of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Once again, I'm Mike Bushman along with Chris Stevens and Colton Miller. Cavaliers up 7-0 after one quarter. Caston Comets moving the ball nicely, though, and eating a lot of clock. Officials looking to get the players back onto the field.
Cavalier 30-yard line. It'll be a second down play, 2nd and 10 for the Comets from the Cavalier 30. Fans, do not forget about our PTO silent auction going on until halftime. There's also a 50-50 raffle.
Start the play clock. We're down to 25 here, so Caston's going to have to not take their usual leisurely time. They're going to have to get this thing called and get in, which should have plenty of idea what's going on. They had the timeout between quarters. Everything stays tight in the box, both Cavs and Comets. We got a new, that's right. Good eye by Tom Kruger. We have number 5 under center. He tosses, and it's like maybe a yard.
This handoff is to Rock Wolf.
Trying to see who climbs out of the bottom of that pile for the Cavaliers.
Coach Lauer was calling it the Owen Keller.
Oh, I think it was Hunter
3-yard gain on the
Loud.
play. We'll bring up
Once
a third
again,
down play. 3rd and 7.
more than one Cavalier involved.
From the
Either way.
27-yard line.
Number 5's under center here, and I don't see number 7 anywhere. I don't know if he's in the backfield. Let me take another closer look as we break the huddle. I don't see him on the sideline. I didn't see him in the backfield either. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Sean Laub there, but you get jet motion again, and we're running with the nice tackle there. Is that Tyler Rogers there on the tackle?
Tyler Rogers.
It's going to be a 4th and long. It's the first 4th and long encountered by the Comets in this drive. They have to make up 10 yards here. I expect a throw. We'll see what happens.
We'll bring up a 4th down and 10 play for the Comets.
Tyler Rogers being pretty active tonight.
Yes, definitely.
As a sophomore.
Number 5, Sam Smith, still under center here. Deep motion again, toss sweep. Nope, going right at the middle again. Same play they beat us with before, but Cavaliers able to give up just enough that they're not. Actually, that was a nice stop. I thought they got a little further than that.
Dittmeyer recovery.
Yeah.
Fumble?
Dittmeyer on the recovery will be
Regardless,
ball.
it's going to be Cavalier ball.
Correct.
As we're switching out here, thought it might be fun given its homecoming night and 50-year anniversary, go with a little bit of trivia. First trivia question for those of you listening at home. Culver Community Boys Basketball won an unclassed sectional championship in 1985. What team defeated the Culver Cavaliers in the regional tournament?
Timeout, Comets.
Again, what team defeated the 1985 Culver Cavaliers sectional championship team in the regional tournament? Think about that as we go to a break from our sponsors. We'll take the timeout with them. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier Football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field, we're going to have number 5, Tucker Fisher, under center for the Cavs.
Tucker Fisher in at quarterback.
See what that means for the offense. Look at the handoff to Dittmeyer. Moving the pile, but not going anywhere. Maybe we gain a 1.
Dittmeyer on the carry.
I think we might have got that play started just a little quick.
Fisher will spot the ball at the 29-yard line.
Cavaliers go back and look to reset.
Play, 2nd and 9.
Kind of plays we were ripping off before. Hopefully we can make up that with maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain here and get ourselves back in the good position maybe.
Watermelon worked.
Take that again. We're going to go back to
Stevens.
Carter Stevens, and he's off to the races. Off to the races. Just run him over, Carter. Keep going.
Carter Stevens on the carry.
Good run there by Carter.
The 50-yard line. Pickle on the tackle.
Very nice.
Officials will spot the ball.
Yep, very nice run. I'd like to see
20-yard run.
And that was lowering his shoulder instead of trying to stiff arm.
Yeah. Well, and I'd say even if he's going to stiff arm and run, I think he tried to slow down and aim the stiff arm as opposed to just crashing through the guy. But a heck of a run by Carter Stevens.
And you know, you got to credit the line too. He was untouched.
Oh, that was wide open, wide open. Carter Stevens racking up some serious yards here tonight along with Caleb Jones.
Oh, nice
Caleb
counter
right there.
Caleb there.
That was just well read by the Comets.
Yeah.
Because I mean that was extremely well executed.
Rock Wolf on the tackle. No gain on the play.
You're bringing Jalen King here.
2nd and 10, Cavaliers.
Double tight T. Ball snapped. Goes to Zach.
Dittmeyer.
And they got it away from him.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, Caston Comets.
Number 69, Sam Duvall.
I did not think I would see that. Ripped out of Zach Dittmeyer's, ripped right out of Zach Dittmeyer's hands. Just wasn't bearing down on the ball, standing up a little bit, and just got it ripped right out of there.
Got weight roomed.
Yep.
We didn't think.
Yeah.
We
I never thought I'd see it.
Dittmeyer get weight roomed.
And so at about exactly the same point in time that the Culver Cavaliers scored their first touchdown in the first quarter, the Caston Comets put one up.
Comets will go for the 2-point conversion.
And it just the way they're keying on 46, this may be the game that Carter's got to carry the mail. I mean, it may be the time. So we're going for 2 here. Still 5 at center. Taking a long count. Hand it off straight up. And I think he might be in.
Looks like he's in. Waiting for the signal.
Good push.
Pickle on the carry.
Oh, no good.
And
okay.
2-point conversion failed.
Got a little more wound up than I thought. I looked as far as he ran, but he must have been coming from further back than it looked like here.
Did you see a signal?
I didn't see a signal, but
there's no signal either way. Interesting.
Yeah. Must have been, oh, there it goes. There's the signal. They got the official signal right down there. All right, we're going to take a timeout as they switch sides of the field. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Once again, back here at Cavalier Field, we're getting ready to kick back off to the Cavaliers. Looks like our usual. Oh, we just have Caleb back there. He's offset though. He must know something about where these guys are kicking. Got Hunter Mans.
Hunter Mans and Owen Velic. No, that's Damian Sullivan.
Yeah. See what they have in store for a kickoff here. A nice little boot there. Oh, Damian fields it, and he is running. Squeeze it, Damian. Up the field. Take off, Damian. Get going. Make a move and cut and go. Good block here. No flags. Give us no flags. Oh, nice run by Damian Sullivan. We got no flags. Great field position for the Culver Cavaliers.
Pickle on the tackle. Officials will spot the ball at the...
I'm going to be honest, that tackle made me a little nervous. That was kind of an awkward way that all went down, but Damian pops right back up and is running up the field and running off quite briskly after making such a nice run there. I guess he's got the adrenaline pumping. We're down inside the 30, and we are rolling here. Like I said, I'm curious to see if we see a couple more carries to 40. Kind of had the most success going that direction. Caleb Jones had a couple nice runs too. Cavaliers looking to punch one in. We do go to 40, and he's dragging him. I think he got tripped up on his own player there. Hunter Lout got a little tripped up on his block. I think the block almost went too well for Hunter Lout, and he ended up on the ground, and then that got Carter tripped up.
Short 5 on the gain, I'd say.
Yeah, and again, the Caston Comet, I couldn't tell who it was, did get Carter on the waist, but Carter looked fully prepared to drag him for another 6 or 7 yards. All right, Culver Cavaliers look still very, very energized, which is good after giving up that fumble recovery for a touchdown. Going to Zach here. I think Zach might have been offset there. I don't know that he was playing fullback that time.
Going to be just shy of the first down, according to the...
I'm going to have to watch our formation here. I feel like Zach was not at fullback. I think Jalen King might be at fullback. And Zach
on the tackle.
at a halfback position.
Well, you know, when we've been running pretty much the same backfield for 5-6 games, you kind of start taking things for granted.
Here comes Caleb back in. I highly doubt Caleb will be running fullback, but who knows? Cavaliers headed into the north end zone toward their fans down here. See if they can punch one in for them, get things fired up. We hand off to Caleb here. Good cut. Up the field, Caleb. Too much dancing, too much dancing. If he makes that one cut, I think we kick out that yard right there. Trying to be a little too much. We just needed a few, Caleb. Come on, come on.
We've said it before. Caleb is best when he makes his one cut and goes.
And I'm assuming that's Coach. I saw him tilt his head. He's telling him the same thing there on the sideline. That's what we needed. The one cut and go, and we get that yard. Caleb was thinking touchdown. I understand. I understand the wanting to get everything you can get, but.
See if we can't. Yes.
There we go. Classic. Classic Culver Cavaliers football there. Get in the offsides.
He was coming hard.
Yep, we got a first down on that. And while we reset this, I'll fill you in on our answer to our trivia question. Who defeated the Culver Community Boys Regional Basketball team to end the run of the 1985 Sectional Championship team? That'll be the South Bend Clay Colonials.
If you got that answer right, you win the warm glow of victory.
Congratulations. Another handoff to Carter Stevens. A little too much dancing by
on there, but
Carter.
As the motto for the offense is trust the blob. So the cutting is him waiting for his blockers as he's been instructed to do.
From the Comet 12.
There was no gain there.
It's a Hollenball quote, is it? Trust
I believe
the blob?
it is. I believe it is.
Or at least to us. I don't know.
Sounds like something Hollenball
his
would say.
Original or he got that from someone else.
It sounds like clinic speak. Okay. I'll take on this 2nd and 10 with Jalen King. Oh, no, a dump pass, and he's got it. Jake Fisher, down close to the touchdown. Jacob Fisher. Nice dump pass by Tucker Fisher to Jacob Fisher. Couple brothers putting the ball in the end zone there. Cavaliers up 13-6.
Fisher to Fisher for the touchdown.
Right. So we're going to get this and kick this one in here and go up 8. Keep rolling, brothers, giving each other a little love there.
Got some proud parents sitting down there, Joel and Angie Fisher, as well as they should be.
Oh, going for 2 here. Going to really try to step on him here.
Let's see who gets lucky for the Cavaliers with the ball.
It's going to be Tucker. Going to run it in. I think he's in here. He is in easily. Cavaliers go up 15-6, take a 9-point lead with 5:31 left in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here at Cavalier Field, Cavaliers up 9, and again, shook off that fumble recovery nicely. That's something we've kind of struggled with. Give up a big play and kind of, have a little bit of shockwaves recovery time, but no way this time. Took it out, and let's not forget, that was an outstanding kickoff. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here it is.
Cavalier ball. I think it's Cavalier. That bounced around a lot. I don't know. I know a Cavalier had a hold of it, but I don't know that got back all the way to us.
Nicely done by Hunter Ringer.
Absolutely. I think Caston recovered it. Culver thinks they got it. No signal yet. Cavalier ball, first and 10, right on the 50. Excellent job there by the Cavaliers special teams. Caught Caston off guard. But I was going to say, on our last touchdown drive there, let's not forget, too, we had a nice kickoff return by Damian Sullivan, set that up, because that thing came like a rocket straight to his face. Hetty Paley grabbed it and took off running.
Schaller comes up with the fumble recovery.
Outstanding. Good job to the senior. Sticking with Tucker Fisher, rather, under center. Cavaliers, even more pep in their step now. They're ready to go.
Quick snap. Stevens with the
ball. Carter, take off, Carter, take off. Just go. Run, Carter. Just go, run him over. Carter Stevens. Weight room's out another 6 yards, down to the 25-yard line. 25-yard pickup for Carter, and he's well into probably the 60s, 70s in yardage here.
And that's how you finish a run.
Absolutely.
We're talking about the last
Head down and runs guys over.
Cavaliers.
Caston Comets call a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, we're back here at Cavalier Field. Caston taking a few minutes to get themselves back in order and hopefully, for their sake, stop this surge of the Cavaliers, but we like what we're seeing here. Appreciate the shout out from Shane Lowry there. Give Carter Stevens a chance to, oh no, going to take off for Tucker Fisher. They fooled me again. Tucker Fisher into the end zone. Fooled Caston, fooled me, fooled everybody.
Yeah, I for sure thought Carter Stevens had the ball and fumbled.
Yeah, credit to both Carter and Tucker for getting everybody in the stands. And the Cavaliers up 21-6, and they are rolling. So Tucker Fisher accountable now for 2 touchdowns for the Cavaliers. And looks like we may be going for 2 again.
I think they are. Cavaliers on for the 2-point conversion.
Go for 2 again. Carter Stevens charges ahead, and he is in.
On for the conversion.
Another tough run by Carter. Cavaliers up 23-6. Take a 17-point lead with 5:08 left in the second period. We'll take a quick break. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field, we're getting set for another kickoff. While we're waiting for teams to come back out, another little bit of trivia here. What was the mascot of Old Culver High School, pre-Culver community? Back when we were a single building school, what was the Old Culver mascot for Culver High School? If you know the answer, write it down, read it back to yourself.
I wonder if Mr. Lowry would be interested in
I asked him earlier.
Any of those,
I asked him earlier. He said, maybe I'll use some of that. Maybe he's forgotten me down here. Go another onside. Ooh, pooch this one.
Pooch. Let's make sure.
We may get it though. We may get it though. We can get it. We can get it. I think Caston may come up with that one.
Either way, once again, great spot by Hunter Ringer.
According to Jalen King, we have it. So he's never lied to me before. Lowry thinks Kling recovered it down there. Caston looks disappointed.
Once again, this crew is late in signaling.
Yeah, Comet football.
It's, you know, good to keep the ball out of Caston's hands because they do what we normally do, which is burn
chew clock. And there's only 5:04 left. And my expectation is they'll be very pleased to chew off these 5 minutes, punch one in, because they're getting the ball at halftime. If they eat the rest of this, get one in, eat up third quarter, get one in. This is a serious game here.
Hush your mouth, Mr. Bushman.
Yeah, consider it hushed.
Almost.
Oh, right back to the quarterback. I don't know if that was broken or planned, but
somebody surged.
Wow. 79 took a shot. I think was that Hunter Lout to put him on the ground. Coming in looking to make the tackle there.
Nice sportsmanship, helping each other up off the ground.
Definitely.
And I expected as much during this game.
Yeah, there's no Caston Culver. We play each other in a lot of sports. There is no animosity among these two teams. This is a friendly rivalry to be sure.
Fans, you have 4 minutes and
really with the makeup of the mentality and attitudes of the kids on Culver side, I know. I think we've had maybe one personal foul this year, two, and they're not malicious.
No, they're our boys just don't tick that way. Yeah, they're staying 5 under center. I don't know what happened to number 7. Deep motion, and they're going to go quarterback here again. And that is knocked down by a few. Somebody's ankle looks like
Schaller had
I think was that
and then
Hunter got high.
Finished it up. Yeah.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
3rd and long here. I expect a pass. We'll see what happens.
Caston 38.
Mr. Lowry.
Heba Deba.
What number is
Hunter Evans. Hunter Evans is number 60.
76. Hunter Evans is number 76.
76. No, I don't.
And I know that's broadcasting. I was just answering a question in the box.
We ain't mad at you. And we'll get another timeout here. Looks like Caston needing to get things figured out. I think that's a confusion in the huddle. We'll take it with them. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field for a long 3rd down. Answered the most recent trivia question, what was a mascot of old Culver High School? That would be the Culver Indians. Perhaps you remember the Indian, was it a glass mural that was made?
Yes.
By one of the 6th grade classes many years ago. Has been a staple at Culver.
Still hanging in the elementary gym, I believe.
Yeah. I know, I saw it one time it was down, and I thought they were taking it down. They said, oh no, we're just cleaning around it or something. Deep motion, the toss.
A little bit of
reverse.
Oh,
the ball's in the ground.
Fumble.
Ball's in the ground and rolling Caston's way, but
I don't know. I think it ended up at the 45.
Yeah, it bounced, but I don't know if you can advance a ball in a fumble like that.
I mean, I think it was kicked, or I think it was fumbled.
They're winding the clock.
Obviously, it was fumbled.
Caston ball. They're winding the clock. They're going to call it 4th down. I mean, I guess it could have been a Cavalier that booted it too.
Yeah, it appeared like it popped off someone's knee and flew.
Much like our handoff the last time, I think that fumble surprised everyone.
We're going to bring up a 4th down play, 4th and 4.
Well, an unfortunate bounce for the Cavaliers there because they had that bottled up.
No more time for, no more timeouts for the Comets either. So it's they need this 1st down, or we could be looking at another Cavalier march with 3 timeouts and about 2 minutes left on the clock.
Absolutely. And Coach Zahner is taking no chances. Oh, they're going to punt. Coach Zahner is not going to take any chances with some of the heartbreak losses we've had this year. He's going to keep it on. And again, nearly a block.
Leave it.
Don't touch. There we go. These guys know what they're doing now.
Smith on the punt.
All right, we're going to down that ball at about the 25.
25-yard line will be 1st and 10. Cavaliers. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the half.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I think he was trying to answer your question.
All right, so Cavaliers send Jake Fisher out again, looking to, as Coach Stevens said, a few timeouts here, and a couple minutes on the clock. My guess is Coach Zahner is not going to leave anything to chance and try to punch another one in. Quick snap, and that's a handoff to Zach Dittmeyer. First real good play from Zach here. They've been really keen on him and trying to keep him from hurting him, and I don't blame him.
Nice tackle by Hunter Schaefer there. He actually wrapped up Zach's ankles there, which you kind of have to in order to get him down.
Yeah, no chance if you're not going to do that. Cavaliers looking to get one off quick here. Keep this ball moving.
Caleb Jones, I believe, and we have a flag.
Flag on the play. Jones on the carry.
And that's going to hurt any chances the Cavaliers have. It's going to be very difficult, not able to stop the ball on a first down here for a couple of plays, I'd say.
We'll back them up.
Not to mention this just kind of slows down the play calling, because I'm sure Coach Zahner had a plan on what he wanted to call. Now we're 1st and long, and that changes the whole game plan, so that takes a second.
If you bought tickets for the kayak through the athletic department, that'll be coming up after this play.
Clock's running. Coach Zahner still has all 3 timeouts.
Now if he's going to call one here, he may also be content to take this 17-point lead in the half. I can see that logic too.
Dittmeyer on the carry.
And if we get something, great. And if not, that's okay.
Gavin Hickle.
We have
been
much more consistent stopping them
second down play
since that first drive.
2nd and long.
I'd say it would be indicative if we can get this first down, then he might be more willing to take a timeout and take a shot for it.
I agree. Take off here with Caleb Jones, makes a spin move, but he's going to get swallowed up by the Comets defense. Yeah, I'm guessing this will get wound way down. We'll go for one play here in the half. We're going to have about a 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And
you just said shot clock.
I said shot clock on purpose.
Ball's on the Cavalier 26-yard line, 3rd and 20.
I like to call a play clock a shot clock every now and then.
30 seconds left in the half.
If I can say that a volleyball is fielded by the other team,
right?
And saying shot clock in football is only appropriate. Okay, take it under center with about 15 seconds left. See what we have in store here. It can be a handoff to Zach Carter. There he goes, and he's moving, runs somebody over. Can't quite get the wheels winding like he wants to. And a quick timeout.
Grant Hickle on the tackle.
They think it's a first down. They're confused about the way the chains are set.
We'll take them back to the close to the original.
Go ahead and take the timeout with them.
This
is RTC. Now they're winding the clock again. I'm not sure what's going on here. Did we call a timeout or are they stopping the clock? Okay, we did call a timeout. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right.
Festivities
I guess we let the clock run, and we're at halftime now. A little bit of confusion on how that was going to end. We're going to turn this over now to the student council to take care of this.
Miss
we have Alex Temmie, yeah,
Trista
taking care of
in the house.
Business here.
Festivities and a few songs by the band and a dance by our Cavalier cheer squad.
I got a lot of stuff going on here at halftime, according to Mr. Lowry. So it's like we're waiting for Mrs. Temmie to get down here and get everything set, getting people lined up and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and hang my headset out there as to pick up the words as well as possible, and we'll be back with you. This is RTC TV 4.
Read your words just like you would read it slowly. A sixth grade.
Hey, Shane, I know they got you want to crap up here. If you can't use that, I just thought it's something you might want to.
I just wanted to look over one that was easy.
Yeah.
I will. If you don't do it.
Well, whatever. I know most of them anyway, so I can shout out over.
On behalf of the Student Council, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our students, alumni, faculty, staff, administration, parents, spectators, and the Caston visitors to the 2018 Culver High School Homecoming. We hope that you enjoy your evening. Assembled on the sidelines are the members of the 2018 Homecoming Court.
We're just going to kind of walk through here, and
Kenzie is the daughter of Mike Banks.
we got Kinsey Banks coming out here.
Kenzie's involved in soccer.
She's being escorted by Marquez Anderson, I believe.
It's their freshman representative.
Freshman representatives.
This is the son of Marlo Anderson and Karen Lee.
We got Miss Tracy Linvall out there near center field. We'll get a look at her. She's obviously the returning homecoming queen. Got Grace Wood here being escorted by Dalton Powell, also a freshman representative.
Soccer, a member of yearbook, and freshman class secretary. Grace is escorted by Dalton Powell. Dalton is the son of Brian Powell and Angie Ferris. Representing the sophomore class is Olivia Gilly.
Olivia Gilly. She's being escorted by Darren Schock.
So you're now our sophomore representatives.
Sophomore representatives, yes.
Class vice president. Olivia is escorted by Darren Schock. Darren is the son of Rachel Schock and Eli Schock. Also representing the sophomore class is Lillian Prosky.
Lily Prosky and Wyatt Ringer.
And Ray Prosky. Lillian is involved in theater, softball, and the sophomore class president. Lillian is escorted by Wyatt Ringer. Wyatt is the son of Jessica Ringer and Eric Ringer. Representing the junior class is Emma Kruger. Emma is the daughter of Tom Kruger and Alicia Kruger.
Emma Kruger representing the junior class.
Emma is
escorted by Noah Parsons.
Noah is the son of Deborah Parsons.
Noah Parsons, who became a local folk hero during the lip sync battle earlier in the week.
Is the daughter of Misty
Wake Me Up by George
Michael.
George Michael.
Dressed the part and everything. It's impressive.
Brooklyn Sellers and Nick Cornwall now into the junior representatives.
That's right. That's right. And coming up will be our first senior representative.
Looks like that's going to be Alyssa Bailey and Austin Ottoman.
A couple soccer players down there.
Yeah.
The first representative of the senior class is Alyssa Bailey. Alyssa is the daughter of Scott Bailey and Emily Bailey. Alyssa is involved in soccer, basketball, and Spanish club. Alyssa is escorted by Austin Ottoman. Austin is the son of Del Ottoman and Marsha Ottoman.
Looks like we've got Julia Franzoni and Brandon England. Julia Franzoni is an exchange student from Italy that has come to Culver Community this year.
Julia is involved in soccer, Spanish club, and is a foreign exchange student from Italy.
A couple more soccer players.
Escorted by Brandon England. Brandon is the son of Ray England and Mary England. The third senior class representative is Sarah Morrison.
Got Sarah Morrison here.
Ken Morrison and Jamie
And
Morrison.
rounded out with a couple people representing our volleyball program.
And Charles Binion, yeah.
Sarah is escorted by Charles
I believe,
Binion.
if I'm not mistaken, Charles is the volleyball manager.
Correct.
And Ray Milam.
Also an ASL
Yes.
enthusiast, the American Sign Language. He has really really become proficient in just a matter of a couple of years.
It's really neat.
Class banner competition are as follows. In third place, the juniors.
Juniors in third place, class banner.
In second place, the freshmen.
Freshmen in second place.
And in first place, the sophomores.
Sophomores win.
Sophomores.
I want to give a shout out. I sponsor the freshman class, and as of about 10 days ago, we did not have a president or a vice president. So I want to give a shout out to Savannah Barnes and Natalie Stevens for really taking charge and putting those things together and doing a great job making sure we're represented well.
There, now we go. We have Tracy Linville. One of Culver's finest there.
Absolutely. Daughter of Bryce and Alicia Linville. Tracy is attending Purdue and studying psychological sciences. Tracy is accompanied by Mason Benner, grandson of Vicki Benner, Alice Harner, daughter of Joe and Carrie Harner, and Gabriella Van Horn, daughter of Emily Bailey and Jeff Van Horn. Thank you to Mr. Browder for graciously escorting the Queen and her escort around the track. The Student Council wishes to thank everyone involved in the 2018 Homecoming Week festivities. After the game, there will be a middle high school dance until 11 p.m. for Culver Middle High School students. The cost is $2. Now what we are all waiting for. By a vote of the high school seniors, the 2018 Homecoming Queen
and here we go.
Sarah Morrison.
Sarah Morrison, 2018 Homecoming Queen.
Standing right at the 50-yard line.
Perfect. And this goes without saying, as we have quality kids throughout our high school, but 3 quality young ladies down there representing the seniors in the homecoming court and all the homecoming court, but outstanding selection by the student body and Sarah Morrison. She's a first-rate young lady.
Absolutely.
You don't find people a lot happier than Sarah Morrison.
Congratulations to all on the homecoming court, and especially to
they'll take their ceremonial trip around the track.
Queen, Sarah Morrison.
It's a lot more convenient, I think, with these golf carts they pull out here than we used to have to get the convertibles out here.
Right.
Thank you, Liz Patera, for the escort. Handsome John's guarding the gate.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Fourth number 1.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field.
Fifth number 5.
We're going to kind of let the camera run on the field a little bit here. We'll be back with you about a minute left before halftime and talk about some statistics and some things going forward into the second half. Again, for Chris Stevens and Colton Miller, this is Mike Bushman with RTC TV4 and Cavalier football. All right. Mike Bushman, again, back here with Chris Stevens and Colton Miller. We just got a 14-0 score, Knox losing to Pioneer for HNAC fans out there. Cavaliers up 23-6. We got some halftime stats for you. Carter Stevens coming in with 78 rushing yards, about half of the Cavaliers' total of 145 rushing yards, on about 7.6 yards per carry. Caston Comets having a little rougher time here. They're at about 43 yards rushing, and that's most of what both teams have done. Both teams have about 12 yards passing. Cavaliers have been the benefactors of some outstanding field position. Again, that phenomenal kickoff return by Damian Sullivan really put the Cavaliers in good position. So the yardage kind of belies the dominance that they've shown so far in the first half. Comets scoring on a lone rip-away fumble recovery. Again, we've said it all season. I can't believe it happened. I kept saying, if somebody gets a fumble on us, we're going to be most impressed, and I was most impressed. That was a Herculean rip-out by Caston on their way to the end zone there. Culver's going to be kicking off to Caston here to start the second half, and hopefully we'll see the same defense that we have seen in the last few possessions. Tyler Rogers leading the way for the Cavaliers on defense. I believe he has 3 tackles, 4 assists, so doing a great job there. Let's see some of our other defensive statistics here. We also have
Tucker Fisher's 1 for 1 for 12 yards.
Yep, Tucker Fisher's come in and done a good job leading the offense. Again, I'm not sure if I know Donovan got a little shook up last week. I talked to Coach Zahner. Wasn't sure if they just made a switch last week. I know he said Donovan's knee was bothering him again, so I'm not sure if that's the case here or if they just decided to go another direction. Either way, Cavaliers offense has looked good.
Cavaliers are set to receive the second half kickoff. Back deep.
Oh, we did go a 3-and-out right away, didn't we?
Caleb Jones.
I was thinking we kicked off, but we got a rare 3-0 out of the Cavaliers. 3 plays and out. So Comets will kick off to Culver. Makes coaches run out of the clock at the end of the half make even more sense. Guess I need to tune in a little better. And as you stated earlier, as halftime winds down, these officials are right on, ready for these guys to kick off. They don't get paid by the hour, so they're ready to get this thing moving. This game is moving quickly. We had a first half and a homecoming halftime, and we're not even to 8:15 yet, so this game's certainly buzzing right along. Caleb Jones deep. Not sure if he'll get that far again. They wanted to kick a line drive last time. And it's a little same spot, but a little loopier. Damian drops it, picks it back up. Just cover that ball, Damian. Just cover the ball. He's running again. And he's at the sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Sullivan on the return. He's forced out of bounds by
again, a nice return from Damian Sullivan into Caston Comet territory. Cavaliers will take over the ball about the 41-yard line.
Will spot the ball. Angle line out to the 49. We'll bring up 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
All right, Cavaliers take the field. It's like we're going back to Donovan under center here. So again, it makes you wonder even more if we had a little shake-up.
Check that, 44-yard line. I'll repeat.
I back things up a little bit. Donovan hands off to Carter.
Carter Stevens on the
solid 4-yard gain by Carter there. Do a 2nd and maybe 5.5.
I will. Official spot the ball close to the 40-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down play. 2nd and 6, Cavaliers.
Break the huddle.
Donovan Ziaja in at quarterback for the Cavs.
And we go another hand off to Carter. He loses a little bit, but he's still got it
Stevens on the carry.
And another 4, going to be 3rd and 2.
Rumbles down to the...
It's one of the things that, maybe a 3-yard gain, maybe 3rd and 3.
30.
I know Carter's had some struggles with it from time to time. He'll get those handoffs on his hips. But he got it back up in the right position there. But I'm talking to Coach Hollenbaugh, it's one of the things he's tried to work with Carter on as a running back is getting that ball in a high and tight position and squeezing it.
And they do go to a non-traditional type of handoff. Got him to jump.
Got him going.
But in order to carry out this misdirection type of offense, they do a non-traditional handoff.
Yep. Will move the ball 5 yards for a Cavalier first down. Spot the ball at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
Okay, Cavaliers wasting no time, though, getting a play call, getting right back to the line. Makes me wonder if they had one in mind before that false start. Going to hand off to Caleb. Cut and go, Caleb. Cut and go. Go, 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 go. Take off, Caleb. He may be in. He may be in the end zone. Touchdown, Caleb Jones. No flags. Cavaliers up 29-6 over the Caston Comets.
Looks like we got a glimpse of some kids in the Zahner zone there.
Yeah. Get them a little. There we go. Nice crowd over there in the Zahner zone.
Yeah.
It's actually even nicer to know that I don't look over there as much because we're watching the field, but you got a lot of people in front of us, got a lot of people over in the Zahner zone. Nice turnout here. Guys handing off straight up the middle. Is that
Zach Stevens on the
Zach
carry.
Dittmeyer gets a 2-point conversion.
Zach Dittmeyer on the carry for a Cavalier extra point.
All right, Cavaliers up 31-6. We'll take a quick break. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here live at Cavalier Field. Looking for another Cavalier kickoff. Had a lot of those tonight. That's what we like to see.
Number 40, Gavin Hickle.
Wonder what Hunter Ringer's going to kick this time. He's done a few different kinds of kicks tonight. Had an onside, had a pooch, had a deep kick.
I think he's going to go deep.
I think so too. Had a couple deep kicks.
Oh.
Kind of a wobbler.
Trying to get it in between lines there.
And they fall on it.
Closer than one would think there at the beginning of that kick.
Yeah,
I think that was going to be easily handled.
37.
He kind of caught Caston off guard, I think, a bit. And the Cavalier defense takes the field as Caston lines up their offense.
Where it'll be
I'd like to do a shout out to the Nice brothers down there, Adam and AJ, keeping stats, yes, and they send us some stats up here during halftime and post game.
Absolutely. All right, Caston makes their way to the line of scrimmage. Cavaliers set up their defense, looking to have the same success we did in the first half. Deep motion, toss, and he's going right back inside again. And bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. I didn't catch that. Schaller?
Rock Wolf on the carry.
No, I think it was Tyler Rogers again.
Rogers and Schaller.
Tyler Rogers is everywhere tonight.
1 yard gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 9 play from the Caston 38.
2nd and long for the Comets. I'm curious, with as much as they're packing in and we're packing in, they keep tossing and going directly inside. They haven't tried many outside runs tonight.
Actually, the ones that they have been successful.
That's right. That's right. No motion this time. Oh, jet motion, jet sweep. And
Looks
ball's on the ground, I think.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
I think he fell right back down on it.
Recovered by the Comets.
Yeah, Comets retain possession. It'll be 3rd and long.
Spot the ball at the Caston 37-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 10 play for the Comets.
All right. This is kind of the play of the game, I think, right here. If the Cavaliers can stop them here, it's going to be a very, very difficult climb back for the Comets. And if the Comets can come up with this 3rd and long, that could potentially put the Cavaliers back on their heels. And hopefully not, but in a position maybe to lose some momentum.
What are you thinking here, pass or?
I really wouldn't be surprised to see them do one of their tosses here again. They've been really liking those in the long yardage situations, a toss, go, or motion and handoff back inside, which is, yeah, they were right there.
And it got jammed up.
Yeah.
Lost of yardage.
So the Cavaliers were expecting that from the snap of the ball.
Hunter Lout and Gabe Sherman, I believe, together. And
yep. And I believe Caston's going to punt this away. They're bringing in a few new guys. Cavaliers come off excited, as they should be. We're having a great game tonight. 8:15 left.
34-yard line. Bring up a 4th down play. Smith back deep to punt for the Comets. And Caleb Jones set to return for the Cavaliers.
See if Caleb gets a clean one to return this time. He hasn't got one yet. Oh, nearly blocked again. Caleb's going to let that one bounce. Good decision, and we get a good bounce. Works out in our favor. We're going to get this one about the 37-yard line. Change it over here. All right, while we're waiting for these teams to get things flipped over, we'll give you another little bit of trivia here. All right, Cavalier fans, in what year did Culver Community win its first boys soccer sectional championship? In what year did Culver Community win its first boys soccer sectional championship? It's a small hint there. I believe it might have been 2 years after we started the program.
Close.
A year?
It's hard to tell.
In that range. Well, anyway. See if you know the answer. If you do, write it down. You can mail it directly to Mr. Shane Lowry, and he will return it with a small price. Another handoff to Carter here. Nope. Fooled me.
Dittmeyer still going.
Zach Dittmeyer, I think he gives the appearance that he's running angry. I think he wants a little piece of this pie that everybody's getting, ripping off the big yardage.
Bryant on the tackle. Official spot the ball just shy of the 50. We're going to bring up a 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
And not that anyone's questioning my commentary there, but I just do want to clarify. I had no doubt Zach is tickled to see his teammates run the ball and is not frustrated with the carries he's getting. It's more frustrated with the fact that he's being keyed on and running for 1 to 2 yards a gain here, and he wants to rip one off like the other guys have. This is Caleb again, and he may be off again.
Once again, full speed.
Caleb about a 15-yard run there. So Cavaliers rolling once again.
On the carry. Nope. Jalen.
Oh, it was Jalen King, yeah.
Jalen King.
Yeah. I didn't see the switch out there. I guess there wasn't a switch out. Maybe Jalen was in the whole time.
They're always interchanging
the
two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball spotted at the Caston 36-yard line. 1st down, Cavaliers.
And I know talking to some of the backs, they'll even, as I said earlier, they'll even bring Jalen in to fullback and move Zach out to one of the offset backs. Go right at the middle to Zach again. And that moves the pile down to about a 2nd and 2.
Who's out front there? Is that a Gabe Sherman lead block in there?
Yeah.
Coming up a little limp there. And I believe that's Tyler Rogers. Yeah, Tyler Rogers was leading that block.
Looks like the kind of limp where he maybe got like a good knee to the thigh. He's walking on it normal, just a little tenderly.
2nd and 3.
Okay. Maybe time to go number 40 here and blast this thing through. Going to go to Jalen King. Nice cut.
Blocker.
He may be off.
Oh,
got caught from behind.
Down. Looked like
good job there, 40.
Number 40, Gavin Hickel.
Good job. It was a big gain. Nice job by Jalen King, but good job by 42 keeping that from him. That was about to be a highlight run there.
Cavalier 1st down.
Caleb Jones back in. Let's switch things out again here.
Ball's on the 15-yard line. The Comet 15.
Cavaliers marching again. So Carter Stevens there running. I couldn't see what the heck was going on there. We're all confused up here. We're all three calling different numbers. Me and Mr. Cooper running the clock and Coach Lowry running the PA system. Look like they're calling it the Caleb Jones that time. 2nd and 3 this time.
The ball's
King
on
in the backfield again.
7-yard line, 2nd and 3.
Going to King again. And he's pushing pile as well. First down to maybe the 2.
King on the carry.
We should remind you that Jalen King is only a freshman.
Absolutely.
Gavin Hickle on the tackle. Bring up a
and
first
to that
down
end,
and goal.
everybody
Cavaliers.
who's been in the backfield except Caleb Jones will be returning to the Cavaliers next year. Both quarterbacks and 3 of the 4 running backs.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we're only losing 2 seniors,
yes,
correct?
That is correct.
Caleb Jones and Sam Schaller.
Handoff goes to Zach.
Zach Dittmeyer.
Dittmeyer on the carry.
Right down to the down to the doorway, but couldn't quite get in.
Grant Hickle.
May see a sneak here to Ziaja.
1 yard line, inside the 1.
Wallig on the tackle. Brings up a 2nd down and goal.
Let's see who Coach Zahner decides to throw a bone to here.
Yes, I think this is going to be our punch-in right here. I would be surprised to see Donovan just dive this straightforward. Zach Dittmeyer carries it in.
Touchdown.
37-6 Cavaliers. And this is turning into a blowout. Curious if we'll see how long we'll see the varsity boys here.
I think homecoming, you'll probably typically see them run out the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm just wondering.
Maybe a couple series.
Because I don't see a lot of players on Caston's bench. So I don't know how long, we go JV and start, the game starts to shift back the other way. I don't know if we even have that option.
Extra point is good.
Point is good. Cavaliers up 38-6. We'll take a quick timeout. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier Football.
38.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Cavaliers up 32. Going to give you the answer to our current trivia question. In what year did Culver Community win its first boys soccer sectional championship? That would be 1990. And I want to also point out that Coach Chris Stevens was actually a member of that 1990 sectional championship team, as well as the sectional championship team in 1991.
Yeah, we had a great squad of boys who had played together. I think most of us literally had played together since kindergarten, first grade, 2nd grade, and led by Jan Eby as our coach, who did a fantastic job of getting the boys program started.
Yeah, definitely. Deep kick by Hunter. Got a little something going here for the Comets. We talked about this before about the potential to bring in the JV, but looking over at the Caston bench, there's not a lot of guys over there. And while the Caston Comets clearly having a down year and they're struggling, and Coach Lauer and I were talking about this a little bit last night at the soccer game, they're a legitimate football they're obviously not having the success that they want, but this isn't a bunch of clowns out there who don't know what they're doing. I mean, these are varsity athletes who given some time, will figure this out. You put a bunch of kids who were playing middle school last year, you put a JV team out here, they're going to run all over them. So I'm curious to see what Coach Zahner does going into the 4th quarter here.
And looking at the roster, they also are only going to lose 2 seniors this year. So a little bit of trickery there.
A little toss and run inside again.
Looked like Jesse Rock Wolf on the carry there.
Yeah.
Number 87.
Rock Wolf on the carry.
Loss of yardage.
Yeah. We're going to be 2nd and maybe 10 and a half.
Keller and Sam Schaller. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10, Comets.
Let's see what Coach Croy has called for this defensive play.
Casting comments looking again, taking their time in the huddle. No hurry here. As we say, it's never too late to play some good football and for Caston to try to move the ball. So I'm sure they're trying to put a good play together. They realize that mathematically the score is in a rough shapes here, so probably just trying to get some good plays together, get some positives moving forward. Deep motion, toss, and reverse. A little crisscross action there, and they're going to get some yardage out of it. Maybe a first down, yes. Good hard run there for Caston.
Wolf on the carry.
Mr. Rock Wolf, that's a heck of a name. Runs it down for a first down. That's first time in a while Caston's gotten a first down, so hopefully they will want to try to stop this momentum they have here and get the ball back.
And with, you know, a younger, I mean, we're junior strong probably, but with a younger team like that, we still have to read our keys and stay home there.
Yeah. Again, these are varsity athletes. And even looking ahead to next year, both teams, young teams, we don't want to leave them walking out of here thinking, boy, if we just would have played that way, you know, we want them understanding, you know, we're the better football teams, and they come back here next year. We've got the psychological edge. Deep motion again. Oh, bounced right off his face mask, but they gobbled it back up. Good heady play there by number 5. Number 5, Sam Smith. Good job by him jumping right back on that ball.
Loss of a yard on the play.
Got Hunter Evans and Sam Schaller coming back on.
Second and 11 from the Cavalier 46-yard line.
I should have said last year's homecoming queen was escorted by Peyton Lowry.
Get back to the double tight, double wing. Some toss to 44.
Oh, looks like he was stuck by Hunter Loud, I'm going to assume, or Tyler Rogers.
And Jake Fisher came in there to Colin Daly on that too.
And Fisher on the tackle.
So we're going to be 3rd and long.
No gain on the play.
Wow, that was a good spot. I felt like he actually ran backwards. I don't know that we pushed it that far back, but again,
definitely Hunter Loud was back there without much resistance, though.
Keyed off on that in a hurry. Maybe a pass here. Deep motion. Yep, they're going to throw. Throw run option.
Like they got it turned in.
Yep, good job bottling that up by the Cavaliers. Caston's going to be on 4th down. I'm thinking they might go for this, given the score, field position. They're not going to gain a lot by punting. Their punts haven't been great tonight, so
from the Cavalier 45,
I suspect they'll go ahead and try to run one more play. And Caston goes for their 4th down conversion here. Maybe throw again. Who knows?
Hunter Loud.
Walling on the carry. Tackled by Hunter Loud.
Hunter Loud again, doing it for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Tyler Rogers' name being called first half, and Hunter Loud so far second half.
Yep. A little bit more trivia here for you Cavalier fans. What 4 townships comprise of Culver Community Schools? What 4 townships consolidated to form Culver Community Schools 50 years ago? If you know the answer, write it on the top of a Bourbon Street pizza box, and you can drop it off in Mr. Barrett's driveway. Little dance in there again. He's still running. Got me a little nervous that ball was going to squirt out.
Jones on the carry.
That'll take care of the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break to hear from some of our sponsors.
And that'll do it.
This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
Caston 6, your Cavaliers.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field, we're going to get a quick turnaround on this trivia since we don't know when we're going to run out of time here. The 4 townships comprising Culver Community Schools, Aubie-Naubie, Union Township, North Bend, and Tippecanoe Township.
One more trivia question. Charles Binion escorted this year's homecoming queen, Sarah Morrison, who escorted last year's homecoming queen. 3, 2, 1. That's right, Peyton Lowry escorted last year's homecoming queen, Tracy Linvall. Let's hear it for Tracy Linvall one more time.
I liked it. I think Shane Lowry is trying to one-up me on the family name drop there.
Yeah.
All right, Cavaliers back under center. Little quick jump there, but refs don't catch it. And Detmeyer takes advantage.
Detmeyer on the carry. Carries a few.
Haven't seen a lot of Carter Stevens this half. Curious if they're seeing something
tackle.
different in the defense, or
Ball spotted at the
doesn't appear to be injured or anything.
49-yard line.
Well, you know, I think
Second
Zach
down, third
did
down
get
play.
fewer carries because obviously everyone's king on him.
Right.
So I think Coach Zahner's probably just trying to get a little pressure taken off of him, and
sure.
Now trying to get him his carries.
Going to
Caleb Jones.
Jalen King. Jalen King, and he is bursting. Outruns everybody. Heck of a touchdown run there for Jalen King.
What a burst of speed.
That was a burst of speed. About a 51-yard, 49 yards, somewhere in there. It was right around the 50. Heck of a run there. Nice touchdown run by Jalen King. That was, holy cow, that was impressive. You talk about a player who may not clock the fastest 40 in the conference, but plays fast all the time. And it makes you that much faster when you hit the hole that fast and you're just out ahead of everybody before they know what's going on.
Once again, you know, Tucker Fisher and Jalen King, both freshmen, adding to our offense, contributing to our offense.
Extra point is good.
Extra point is good.
At the 11-minute.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout once again. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier Football.
45.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Cavs out to a 39-point lead. Going to kick off here again. And, yeah, we're rolling here. Much is to be expected. Comets are struggling coming in. Have up until the point that the game got out of hand, it gave it a spirited run at it. I mean, they're certainly not laying down. But the game pretty much out of hand now. May start to see some of our youngsters into the game. We'll try to highlight those as we get the opportunity to.
Gavin Hickle on the return.
Hickle gets what he can, but it's not much. I don't know if he got back to the 20.
Hunter Mann.
I'm going to run out a few youngsters here right now. See if we can.
Sounds like Hunter Mann's there.
Seeing number 50 run out there. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Seeing 76 Hunter Evans out there. He's gotten some play though. I think tonight.
From their own 18-yard
I saw another
line.
younger kid out there. I'm losing him now.
Hunter Mann just staying out there on defense.
Yep,
and
68 Hunter Taylor out there as well. Also see 72 Austin Zahner.
He was practicing basketball. 40.
So it'll push there by Caston. They're moving the pile, moving the pile. Eventually the swarm
moves the pile.
Gets the better and drags him down.
Tackled by a host of Cavaliers.
And of course, we should mention that Alexander would be out there, but suffered a season-ending ACL, MCL.
He started going through the things that he tore, and he about ran out of breath. I mean, is every kind of CL you have in your knee, it seems like he tore.
And
ACL,
I believe they said
MCL.
they had to shave the meniscus a little bit.
Yeah, he tore his meniscus. He said it's going to be 10 to 12 months he's going to be out. I don't know if that includes rehab or not. I haven't had a chance to talk to him. But I tell you what a sweet and awesome kid. We had a wrestling call out 2 weeks ago, and there he is stepping on the scale. He's like, hey, I'm going to be part of what I can be part of. He gets through to the second level.
Somebody managed to hold on to a jersey long enough.
Yeah. And the younger Cavaliers holding him nicely here. Nothing breaking open too wide.
Tackled by Reno.
Got a 42 run in the field. I'm not sure who that is. 82, A.J. Cooper in the game now.
Officials spot the ball at the Caston 37-yard line.
I'm going to guess that number 42 is Brady Moyes.
Ah, yeah. Fake the reverse there, right up the middle. Nice little burst there, but for a second that looked like there was going to be a much bigger gash. Again, the young Cavaliers able to hold serve, bend but not break on that play.
For another Comet first down.
Caston taking their time, making sure they get the play they want in there. Play clock winding, game clock winding. 1st and 10. Quarterback around the outside there, but
looked like a face mask.
Yep. Just about as he was going to get around. Got a hold of that thing.
Flag on the play. Smith on the carry.
We'll see if it's the 5-yard variety or not.
I believe it is. It did not look intentional.
Personal foul. Horse collar on the Cavaliers.
Oh, a horse collar.
15-yard penalty.
Didn't look like he had him at behind, but again, they got a better angle than we do. Yeah, it's on the opposite field of us, so tough call for us, but it definitely looked more like a face mask than a horse collar from where we were sitting. Regardless, the penalty on the Cavaliers. And it'll be first down to the Caston Comets. Looking again, Caston trying to get something positive going before this game's over. And pushing the pile again. Just about got out of the pile, but
Gavin Hickle on the carry. Blake Thompson on the tackle.
Yeah, the box up here, Blake Thompson on the tackle there.
Yeah, another freshman getting involved.
Yep.
Ball spotted at the Cavalier.
Talk about another great kid.
Yeah, definitely.
1st and 10, Comets.
Colin Bailey comes off, gets a little break here. Trying to get some last-minute coaching there for the young Cavaliers in the field. Certainly holding their own right now. And bashing it up the middle. Our freshman, sophomore group in here doing what they can to make it as difficult as possible. Again, they're playing against guys who have been in here game in, game out. I mean, Caston's been through the wars at this point in time in the season, and our JV guys have seen very little action. Have we had, what, one JV game?
I don't even think we ever had
I know we had one because I remember coming over and watching the last quarter of one.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only one we've had. That was early too, maybe second week of the season. Go 2nd and 3 here.
I guarantee that. He's a history buff. Not much of a defensive
Got
call.
Zebras and Vikings and their bell game, 7-7 with 4 minutes left. I believe that was also Tippecanoe Valley's homecoming. So that's a pretty exciting one there too.
Yeah.
Caston gets a delay of game here. That'd be an exciting one to tune into if you're not here to watch the Cavaliers. If you're just here to watch some football, you may want to go check out Viking Zebras because that sounds like it's going to be a nail biter.
Comments up. Bring a 2nd down play. 2nd and 8 from the 19.
Caston again taking their time in the huddle. Breaks it with about 7 minutes left. I guess the clock's not running now, just the play clock is. Deep motion again. Goes right at the middle.
Is that Hickle again?
I'm curious if it's a personnel issue or what, because they really want to just hammer into that middle and haven't seen a ton of success and haven't really seemed to try to go a lot to the outside. So curious about that. It's Hunter Lout coming back in the game.
Bring up a 3rd down play.
You get Zach Dittmeyer out of there. I think they're trying to spot in these varsity guys because I don't think we have 11 strong to go in for JV. 3rd and about 5 here. Now they go outside and get some success. Again, that's where Caston's had the most success going there outside. We'll take what we can get out of them, but they figured that this out a little earlier, we may have been in some trouble. We down about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal. Comments.
Caston looking to get back on the board, push themselves to double digits.
1st and goal. Comments from the Cavalier 5. Timeout.
Be a Culver timeout. I'm sure Coach Zahner wants to talk to the youngsters about what exactly is the expectations down here on the goal line. We'll take the timeout with them. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Comets looking to push it in. And again, Coach Zahner getting a second to talk to his JV kids. This is a great experience for them. Backs against the wall, against a varsity team here. They can hold them out. That would be a huge, huge bit of experience for them. Going right up the middle, and it's a stone wall there. I don't think he's, I thought he might squirt it to the outside. Good job there by the Cavs defense. Minimal gain. Be 2nd goal here from maybe the 5, maybe 4.5-yard line.
On the 3-yard line.
I'm calling it 3 in the booth up here. Ticking down toward 5 minutes left. I'd like to see this JV offense get a shot. And going around the outside here, and he's in. And I think if you're Culver, you can live with that. Caston had to earn every single yard they got there, playing against our freshman, sophomore crew, who did a pretty darn good job of listening to their coaching, playing their butts off, and making some tackles there. And Caston gets on the board to double digits. And they're going to go for the PAT here. Take a player off the field here. Here comes a snap. And it looks good. Oh, it was wide left. Yeah, it's wide left.
Extra point is no good. Sarver's extra
All right,
point
so as they
the
get things reorganized for the kickoff, we're going to take a timeout. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
45.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Comments back on the board. Hopefully to see the JV offense going here. See what we can get out of these guys. See what our up-and-comers look like blocking at the line. One of these young men's going to have to step up and fill in for Sam Schaller next year.
Yes. And number 12, Hunter Ringer. Set to kick for the Comets, number 52.
Always exciting, too. Again, as good as some of these youngsters look, maybe a little competition for positions. That's always good for a team.
Absolutely.
Always good for a team.
Turn it off,
Oh, and they go for an onside kick, and not
it.
quite enough, and that's going to be a penalty against the Caston Comets.
I think that was maybe a.
It's going to be a spot foul there. They'll play it.
Right. I'm just curious as to maybe Caston just not knowing that the ball has to travel 10 yards there, or at least a couple of the kids.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that's a penalty. I think it's just like a down punt situation.
Cavalier ball at the Caston 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
Going to get a look here. We're going to put Jake Fisher back under center. I'm curious who's in the backfield here.
I don't mean to correct you, Mr. Bushman, but that would be Tucker Fisher.
I say Jake Fisher again.
Yes.
I think that's what they get for putting brothers in the team.
That's right.
Kick one of them off so I can have an easier broadcast. So we're going to see much the same crew we had before. We're going to get a timeout here to make sure we get the right guys in the field. So Coach Zander will take a timeout to get the boys straightened out. We'll take a timeout to get ourselves straightened out. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Cavalier Field. Looks like Coach Zander's got everybody where they need to be. You see Damian Sullivan in the backfield, along with, I think that's Blake Thompson, and I can't see who's between them, but we're going to have Tucker Fisher under center.
Jalen King in the middle, I'm
assuming.
Yep,
it is Jalen. Blake Thompson gets a handoff, and
he's going to squeeze out a yard.
Yeah, a yard or two.
Blake Thompson on the carry.
Again, I'd say we need to work off a little bit of now we're playing under the lights on Friday before we can see any big rip-off here. We're going to have Owen Valaquette coming into the game here. Wonder if he'll get a little touch.
Number 43, I don't think we've mentioned Noah Pratt.
Yeah, that's right.
Just ran off the field, so he's getting some field time.
I'm sure he was in on defense. We must have missed him.
Mm-hmm.
Hand off to Blake, and he lost it, but it was picked up by Caston. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so short-lived offensive stint there. for the Cavaliers, and they look visibly disappointed. But again, that's part of the learning process. And we heck, to be honest, the first couple weeks of the season, we saw some of that from our varsity boys of the oh no, I'm getting the ball, type of situation. So it's part of the learning process of the offense here. So
well, you called it. He's going to take a couple plays actually being underneath the lights here. Yeah. Not to mention it's a little chilly down there.
Yes.
I imagine.
Yeah. Staying around for 3 quarters and then jump in and play. It's not an easy thing. Move the pile here again. About 4 yards there.
Gavin Hickle on the carry. Binkley and Lout on the tackle.
3-yard gain.
Bring up a second down play. Ball spotted at the Cavalier 49-yard line.
Curious to see what's happening with that Rochester Tippy Valley game at this point.
Wonder if we'll get another update on that. I know I got a text as well. Winnemac is beating West Central 12-6. That's another big rivalry game down in Pulaski County.
Somebody, who do we have in there? That'd be Tucker Fisher on the tackle, and I think it was Blake.
Smith on the carry.
Okay.
Blake Thompson.
Stop the first down there. That's good.
Yep.
Spot the ball.
We got Caston taking some time here on their huddles. We'll try to sneak in another trivia here. If you can do some simple math, this should work out just fine for you. Easy trivia question here. In what year was Culver Community Schools incorporated? In what year was our current Culver Community Schools incorporated, the 4 townships? Deep motion again, going right up the middle to 40, and who's going to bounce it and get dragged down there. I can't see who quite that was. They're calling Tucker Fisher up here in the box, and I'm going to take their word for it. And it is Tucker Fisher.
Yeah,
Jalen King coming back in.
Hickle was stopped at the line of scrimmage there, but like you said, was able to bounce it out before anybody could get a hold of him. Hunter Lout coming off.
A quick officials timeout here.
Austin Zahner also coming off.
Austin's kind of playing with his chin strap. I wonder if he has a equipment malfunction. That may be what the timeout's for.
That, or he might have got throat punched.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's more what it is. Coach Zahner basically tells him, hey, if you need to take one, take one. I think he's also telling him, but we're running out of time. If you want to get back in and play, let's get better quick. Jet sweep here, and he may be off. Oh, run down by Jalen. Gets him high and wraps him down.
Oh.
I think he may have caught one.
You get him while he was standing up?
Rock Wolf on the carry.
Or he just might have got a stinger.
Yeah.
Jalen King on the tackle.
I think he might have caught one in the southern hemisphere on the way down.
Cavalier 30.
Legs swinging.
2nd and 1 for the Comets.
.44 around the outside, and I think this may be. Oh, they're gonna run him down. Good angle there taken by Jalen King that time.
Well, he finished that hit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. All the way out of bounds. All the way out of bounds.
Under the 2-minute mark left in the game. Students, remember, you must leave.
Yeah, Casting Comets take their huddle. We're running out of time here, so see how good your math is, folks. Even if you didn't know the answer, we're a 50-year school. It's 2018, which means we were incorporated in 1968. 1968, Culver Community Schools incorporated.
With the first graduating class being 69, correct?
That is true. That is true. Right at the middle, quick snap, no motion at a Caston. I wonder if that was on purpose or if that was an accident. They've had motion, I think, every other play this game. We're going to get down toward a minute and a half. I think by the time we get back to the ball here, probably well past it, really. Slow as their huddles have been going.
Owen Keller on the tackle. Bring up a 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 7.
No sticks up here, so 2nd and goal. Yep. They've got 3 more shots at the end zone here.
Yeah. Caston would love to punch one in and end on a high note. And equally as much, the Cavaliers would like for their youngsters to hold this off, even if just by time. Deep motion again, and they're going right back to the middle with their deep motion and not getting anywhere.
Pickle on the carry.
Austin's going to make his way back onto the field here and help out with the with these last few seconds.
On the tackle.
This may be the last play of the game. I'm not sure how big a hurry Caston's going to be in. See a stop here, boys. Come on. Come on, JV. Little wiggle there from Caston, not called. He's bowling forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. They're shoving him back. Nice job by our JV kids. Nice work by the freshman, sophomore crew we have out there. They're excited. They're excited about the stop, and they should be. I think that's going to end the game. I don't think Caston's going to hurry this up.
Led by Christian
that they're going to do the. I don't know. Looks like they may be trying to scare a play in. Yeah, they're trying to hurry up and run one. They want to try to get a score here before the end. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, it looked like
lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
No.
Nice stop by the JV Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
All right. Cavaliers win the homecoming game by 33 points over the Caston Comets, 45-12. We do have a final. TB Valley over Rochester, 13-7. What a game! What a game for Valley's homecoming, and again a heated rivalry down there in Fulton County. We'll get these handshakes here. Cavaliers pretty much dominated this one from about midway through the first quarter, I'd say. First 6-8, I'd say from about the second quarter on. For the first quarter, this looked like it was a pretty even contest. Caston did a great job chewing some clock, moving the ball, and the Cavaliers pretty much took over from there.
And a nice, well-balanced effort from the offense with, Carter Stevens getting some yards, and Caleb Jones getting the lion's share of the carries in the first half, kind of giving Zach a rest. And, obviously they're keying on Dittmeyer, so and then coming back and using him more in the second half as they, Jalen King coming in also.
Yeah, definitely.
And so well-balanced effort. I think, Sam Schaller on a fumble recovery for a turnover.
Well, and if you're going to have a game like this, obviously any game would be great. But if you got to pick one out of the season, homecoming's a really fun game to have like this, where you get everybody involved, because now they're going to get out there, they're going to have a dance, and everybody's going to know, hey, I did something tonight. I got a tackle. I got in. These JV kids, they know they preserved this 33-point win. People running touchdowns, people running long plays, throwing touchdown passes. Everybody had a piece of this win, and that's fun going into a celebratory atmosphere immediately following the game.
And as per custom, of course, meeting in the end zone with the Zahner Zone kids down there, and singing the Culver song, Culver fight song. And
that's one thing Coach Zahner is adamant about, is incorporating the student body into what we do, or what he does as a football program, and that's a big part of why we, I think, see the crowds we do here. Got some stats for me there?
I do, if you can.
Yeah, I'll take a look at those. Let me see here.
Might want to flip on you, but
looks like our total yards. Culver 319, Caston 191. Not bad for a 33-point loss. Both teams with 12 passing yards. That's interesting. Caston had 21 first downs. Again, I think that's a plodding offense they had in the first half. I think they had about 12 of those in one. I know that's not mathematically possible for those of you at home, but it seemed like they had about 12 of those in the one series. Penalty yards almost even. Oh, got a swipe over. Okay, I got what you're saying. Where are we going to go here? I figure out Coach Stevens' phone if I can. All right, let's get. See, we got individual stats here. I think our orientation in this picture is bad. Carter Stevens looks like led the way with 83 yards. Jacob Fisher, 12 receiving yards and a touchdown. The rest of these stats, I think, got cut off here for anything that's useful. But, again, a good, well-balanced attack by the Cavaliers. I'd say Jalen King probably had in the 30 to 40, maybe 50-yard range. Caleb Jones probably similar. And I'd say Zach Dittmeyer probably ended around 60 yards, just by my estimations.
And what had Tucker Fisher on a touchdown.
Yeah,
Fisher
yeah,
on
that's
a touchdown.
right. That's right.
Caleb Jones scored.
Yeah, Caleb Jones did score.
And then Jalen King on a touchdown.
Yeah, really about as balanced as you can get.
Dittmeyer.
Because of the guys who carried the ball, Carter Stevens led the way rushing, and everybody else scored a touchdown.
Right.
So
that's
nice to see.
Well balanced.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to wrap up here. Let these kids get off to their dance. We appreciate your viewing with RTC TV4. For Chris Stevens and Colton Miller, I'm Mike Bushman, RTC TV4 and Cavalier Football.